you can't do in Spain the same things you do in your country. Do you know what you should not do during siesta time? Apart from noise. Do you know what Spaniards expect from you when you meet for dinner? If you don't want to have trouble in Spain, if you want Spanish people to like you, watch this video till the end.
My daily Spanish.
In Spain, we talk a lot referring to people with terms of endearment. Guapo, guapa, cariño, mi amor. The cashier lady or the waiter might greet you with an hola guapo or hola guapa, and it doesn't mean anything. In Spain, we are friendlier than in other countries. We get closer to people. So sometimes foreigners think we have different intentions. Don't think they are flirting with you each time people call you some terms of endearment, because we use them a lot. I call all my male friends guapo, guapísimo, or even mi amor, and they know that I don't want any deeper relationship with them aside from being friends. If they call me guapa, I know we're just cool. You have to take into account other kinds of behavior to know if someone is flirting with you. Okay, they have invited you to a party. What time should you get there? You should be on time to your workplace or school or the doctor, but when you meet in a group, people take it slower. Don't go early to a party, unless the host is a really good friend of yours and you want to help him or her out to prepare the party. I like getting to parties on time, but the normal is from 30 minutes after the time established. You can do as you please, I'm just warning you. When I host a party, usually one of my friends arrives 5 or 10 minutes earlier. I have another friend who is very punctual and gets on time, and the rest start arriving from 20 minutes later on. And if you find this a cultural shock, wait until you hear about the Spanish way of greeting in number 4. Do you know what siesta is? A little nap after lunch. Usually people sleep maybe 30 minutes to 1 hour, but not everybody. I think the majority of people don't. Well, the thing is that little stores have a break between 2 and 5 p.m. in general to have lunch and a break at siesta time, because people don't usually shop at that time. So the third thing you shouldn't do is run errands at nap time, at least if you go to small stores. In shopping centers or big supermarkets, nothing closes. I like going to the supermarket at siesta time because there is nobody doing their grocery shopping and the whole supermarket is for me. By the way, on My Daily Spanish, we have a free study guide that offers a step-by-step process to help you learn Spanish faster. You can download it for free using the link in the description. Well, greeting time. How do we greet people in Spain? We give 2 kisses on the cheeks. Well, not everybody. Girl greets girl, 2 kisses. Girl greets boy, 2 kisses. Boy greets boy, handshake. But to give kisses, there is an order, and this is very, very important. First, right cheek, so you lean your head to your left. Second kiss, left cheek, so you lean your head to your right. Mwah, mwah. Left, right. If you start with the other side, you will kiss the lips of that person and have a very awkward situation. Don't make people feel uncomfortable. Left, right. Also, we don't really kiss the cheeks. It's a kiss to the air, like we just touch cheeks. If you really kiss when greeting, it's a little weird. Unless you're a grandma. Grandmas really kiss the cheeks of their grandchildren, like when I was little, I was scared when my grandma came to visit. Okay, you should really take notes of the next one. What time do you have lunch? And dinner? In Spain, you can't go to a restaurant very early. Here, we usually have lunch at 2 or 3 p.m. and dinner at 9 or 10 p.m. At lunchtime, restaurants usually open at 1 p.m. and close around 4 or 5 p.m. and open again at 8 p.m. and close who knows when. Before going anywhere, have a look at their opening schedule. There will be some special restaurants for tourists which open earlier, but they might be more expensive. Now that we are talking about going to have lunch or dinner, something you can't do when you meet people is eat and go right after. Here we have sobremesa. The normal thing is that after eating, you spend a while chatting and having some coffee or ice cream in my case, taking it easy. You are expected to stay for more than just lunch. If some friends want to meet for lunch, but I have something to do right after, I tell them in advance, like, hey, I will have to go at 3:30 or 4, so they know I won't be long with them. Last time I said that, but ended up coming home at 7 p.m. and I was like, shit, again. Hey, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Gracias. I hope you're taking notes because the next tips are quite important. Don't be over polite. We talk informally. Just be nice. Give people a smile and they will love it. Smile, say please and thank you. Don't use usted unless you're really talking to the president or a very important boss or something. Usted in Spain is for really formal situations. I've hardly ever used usted in my life. It might be pedantic if you keep using very formal sentences. Also, that creates a lot of distance with the person you're talking to, and in Spain we are very friendly. At the table, there are some behaviors you should avoid. Your hands should be visible. Having one hand under the table is weird. Like, are you hiding something? Are you touching something you shouldn't right now? So have both of your hands visible. Anyway, it is normal that we eat with two hands, one for the fork and the other one for the knife or the bread. We use the bread to direct the food on the plate to the place we want and make it easier. Also, don't have your elbows on the table. It's seen as impolite because you take too much space on the table and there are more possibilities that your food will drop from your plate. Number 10 might just change your entire travel experience, so keep watching. Wi-Fi, Harry Potter, Spider-Man, AC/DC, USB. Nobody will know what you're talking about. We say Wi-Fi, Harry Potter, Spider-Man, ACDC, USB, PDF, Internet. You need to pronounce the Spanish way so people understand you. Also, usually series and films have their title in Spanish. Lord of the Rings is El Señor de los Anillos. How I Met Your Mother is ¿Cómo conocí a vuestra madre? The Simpsons is Los Simpson. Game of Thrones is Juego de Tronos. So do your research before talking about movies if you want to have a nice conversation and pronounce things the Spanish way. Last tip, very important for surviving on the streets of Spain. Sometimes when walking on the streets, especially in big cities, some person might come to you offering something as a gift. Regalo in Spanish. If you ask, is it free? ¿Es gratis? They will say, sí, sí, sí. But after that, they will ask you for money. The gift is a hook to tell you that they have children or that they are hungry. And I don't know, that might be true, I don't know. So I don't want to call it a scam, but they start with a lie and that's not cool. If you don't give them any money, they ask you to give the gifts back. So they force you to volunteer and give them money. I am sure they need it more than many of us. But they are bans doing the same thing to people on the streets. There was a scam that I saw more than once in Madrid in which a guy asks you first if you are from there. And then he shows you some earphones and tells you that they are closing some store and that they are selling everything super cheap and tell you to pay 20 or 30 euros for those and that the real price is like 90 euros or something very expensive. They probably bought those on AliExpress for 2 euros. In Sevilla, it is very common to see gypsy ladies giving rosemary as a gift, and if you take it, they take your hand and read it, and later they ask for money. They harass you until you give money to them. You've got the information. You can do what you want with it. Now that you know the don'ts of visiting Spain, how about we flip the script and dive into the do's? The things that make living in Spain absolutely enchanting. I am sure you will love those. I've captured my favorites in this video. Things I love about living in Spain. Don't miss it out. Hasta pronto!